Check, check.
Guys, and welcome.
We are welcome. Thank you for having us, G-Man. We're back with another video of my, I'm just going to call it trilogy at this point, reacting to G-Man Speaks TV, and today's discussion is the Australian dating experience for men explained in one video. So that's the video in question G-Man's rolling with, and we're reacting to his video and in part to the one that he's displaying on screen. So it's like a three-way reacts, well, two-way reacts to a particular video. So this ties in really nicely with the two other videos that I said I put out that were more about the Melbourne dating scene, but Australian dating experience explained in one video. We might have some girls from Melbourne, so we'll see just how this ties in. I haven't seen this video before, and it's a rather long one, rather lengthy, especially since G-Man's probably going to pause a few times because his video goes for about 14 odd minutes longer. So I'll keep my pauses to a brief minimum, but if I've got something to input, I'll get it out there. And yeah, check out G-Man Speaks TV. He's got some pretty solid content for blokes young and old. Let's roll.
G'day guys, and welcome to G-Man Speaks. And do I have a treat for you today? The video we're going to take a look at and comment on is called Pop the Balloon or Find Love, based in Australia. And this video really sums up the Australian dating experience for men in one video. So this one might be a bit of a longer one than you're used to, but hang around, stick around. I think it's quite funny. Let's have a good time watching this one. Have a laugh at this, because all of the standard generalizations and tropes and things we make fun of are in this video.
Yo, what's going on, man? It's Online Takers. Welcome to Pop the Balloon or Find
Come again? What was your name?
Love. Now, all I'm trying to do is find these Australians love and find out about dating.
Find out love.
2024 is so goddamn hard. Make sure you stick around.
Oh.
Oh my god!
Hey.
What is with star signs? I don't understand.
I'm here. I'm looking for you.
Yeah, boy.
Do you have anything to say to that?
This wife isn't listening.
The longer you...
Some of those girls, especially that fat ass one, but the men don't look top shelf either. Holy shit.
Sorry, the angrier I got.
How do you feel about the adult entertainment industry?
We got an OnlyFans.
Like,
I said in the last video, that there was a particular girl that was OnlyFans. Well, now we've got OnlyFans confirmed. It was a matter of time. It had to occur.
You know what I mean?
Contestant number one, can you reveal yourself? How are you, bro? Come stand next to me. Yeah.
Hey, who have we got in the lineup? We've got two fat chicks, one chick with a tattoo scrawled right across her chest. I'm sure we'll find out what it says. And one tidy little Asian / Latino looking chick. She would be VN, should be split in half in the VN, guys. Legs back over the head, hanging out of the rear windows, on top of the kookaburra pads.
You'd best not even start, but I can't really see much on the far right, but yeah, the fat ass was third from the left. That chest tattoo, yeah, and the poses she was pulling, and the Asian, Latino, whatnot, yeah, that's just not my thing. There's not many women. I guess this one's more about guys. There's going to just be the guys are the contestants. We're just going to see a rollout, a conveyor belt of men. Now, why they haven't popped the balloon? We know why they haven't popped the balloon, but they all want to pop. They will eventually. They just can't do it as soon as he rolls out, because women got to fucking play that bullshit game. Again, I'd rather have some real honesty about this and just pop the balloon straight away. And if he asks, which he probably will, why? I don't find you attractive. I don't want to partner up with a guy in a wheelchair. You could even say something like, yeah, sure, sex ain't be all end all, but doesn't look like you can have any.
But so this show is a bunch of guys come along and speak to these chicks. They interrogate him and they pop a balloon. If they pop a balloon, it means they don't want to talk to him.
Yeah, we figured.
Come roll in. Yeah, just come and have a. What's your name, mate? Sorry.
I'm Chase.
How old are you and where are you from, Chase?
I'm 24 and I'm from the North Shore.
None of the ladies have popped their balloons yet, which is good. Now, what do you do?
I run an acai business.
Ooh,
popular these days, acai.
So you're into, food and acai a lot?
Yeah.
Okay, nice. Girls, do you have any questions for him?
What?
Someone just commented something. It's got me I'm mildly curious to read, so I'm going to read this. This is commented on another video. It's still kind of relevant, I think. Okay, so Redmond Swan. You have a reasonable approach to accusations, but there are now so many examples of men being arrested and even jailed for literally doing nothing to a woman. So this is in relation to me saying that you're not going to get jailed and you're not going to get in trouble for approaching a woman at a bar or a club and trying to talk to her, trying to pick her up using verbal communication. That's pretty much the only thing I said. I never said anything about groping women, grabbing them, nothing physical. So maybe he didn't entirely listen to my point with him saying that, but he goes on to say, your perspective will tell you that 90% of the time this doesn't happen, but the fact that it can and does is the deterrent. I'm not sure which is more disgusting, the fact that men can be charged based on only words or the attitude that this should be ignored and try anyway. Keep playing Russian roulette. Look, I think you're getting something mixed up. The guys that get charged, and I'll just say it how it is, I've been charged for domestic violence in the past. Now, we've gone into story time, but fine, this is relevant, and this is a response to that comment. Now, when you get charged for domestic violence, I'm going to say 100% of the time, well, it's going to happen domestically, all right? So, coming back to that point of you approaching someone like a cold approach at a club, at a bar, on the street, that's in no way is that going to constitute you a charge. Like, period. Not 90%, 100%. 100%. Like, domestic violence, the way it happened to me was I had an ex-girlfriend who, long story short, she was unhappy. I was asleep. Correction. I was passed out. I had way too much to drink. I had a massive substance abuse problem with alcohol at this particular time. And whilst I was passed out, she was attempting to go through my phone and try and see if I'm on dating apps and just basically see if I was sexting anyone, messaging anyone. Now, I woke up from my coma and yeah, she was just like screaming at me, yelling, unlock your phone. I know you've been messaging chicks. Really unhappy, going haywire. She grabs my wallet. She knew where it was hidden. I had like my wallet and like a savings wallet. So this was about 7 years ago. I didn't have too much cash, but it was all my savings in this wallet. Now I can talk about this because this is all like said and done, but I had an intervention order on me for like literally 2 years, but I'll get to that part. She grabs the wallet, right? She's got my phone, she's got my wallet, and she fucking tries to, like, I'm trying to stop her, right? She's screaming at me, not calming down. I'm kind of zonked, I tell you, like hungover or whatever, and she starts running out. Like, we were upstairs at the time in this place, and she starts running down the stairs and obviously heading for the door. And I'm just like, she got my damn wallet, she got all my money, she got my phone. The only thing she don't have is the keys. So I'm running down the stairs after her, trying to stop her, and I pretty much catch her right at the door. It was one of those scenarios where she was pulling to open the door, and I hit the door shut. So I hit the door shut. It didn't like jam any of her fingers or anything, but I think she got a little bit hurt because everything's happening so fast, tussle and bustle. Now, I tried to stop her by grabbing her by her wrists, okay? There was no impact force, there was no bludgeoning, it wasn't even swearing on my part. I was just like, give me my damn phone, give me my wallet. She crying, she's screaming, she going crazy. So the most that happened physically was me grabbing her by the wrists to try and retrieve my property, alright? There was a robbery or a theft in progress, because this was my house too, my stuff. Anyway, I retrieve my stuff. My housemate comes down, pretty much witnesses that whole process of the retrieval, etc. 3 hours odd later, police come to the door and arrest me. And I did get charged. And they sit me down in the interview room and show me photos with these fat wrists. And like, look, what do you see here? And like showing me these wrists. And I go like, well, what am I meant to see here? Like, don't you see significant bruising on here? And then they're showing me a photo of her broken glasses, like one of the legs, one of the arms is broken on the pair of glasses. So they read me out the allegations that I used excessive force, that I hit her, apparently that I punched her in the face. I basically didn't comment the entire time, but I did note for the record that she was a makeup artist. I said, for all I know, this is some bullshit. Maybe she was already bruised on the wrists. Alright, the glasses, no comment. Anywho, this will go on forever if I don't start summarizing this. I had to go to court quite literally 24 hours later because there was an interim intervention order that was placed on by the police, and the court had to make it a final order. Now, at this point, I was still in love with this girl, which I found really crazy, and I was pretty devastated, especially when I really came to. So when I wasn't drinking alcohol anymore, and that was one of my first times. Yeah, I think that was my very first time being in court for something. So anywho, the magistrate, who happened to be a female, quite literally, word for word, said these are grievous accusations. They're monstrous. All right? She was already painting me out as a monster when it was the interim intervention order hearing. Now, I didn't know anything about anything. I don't know shit. This is me like 23 years old, I think. And the duty lawyer at the time told me to just... I can't remember now the definition, but it's when you accept the terms of the intervention order without pleading guilt. And I got convinced to do that. I didn't have any expertise, and this whole situation came on me overnight, quite literally overnight. So I didn't really plan it out. I didn't think it through. I should have just said, hell no, this is some bullshit. But I went for that, just get this over and done with now kind of route, where I accept the terms of the intervention order without pleading guilt. I thought, well, that's just the best approach. There's no salvaging this relationship now, at this point. Now, she told me that, and you might be wondering, how did she tell me? Because now intervention order, she's not meant to contact me. She ended up trying to reach out to me, and I remember contacting police saying, well, what the hell am I meant to do here? What do I do if she's reaching out? Because she would continuously send me SMSs at that point. There'd be just messages coming in. Even when we were in court waiting for the hearing, and she was like sitting at the other end, or no, sitting near the protected persons, right? Like, what the fuck? And she'd be sending me text messages, and even back then I was so cooked, not from alcohol, but from the circumstances that I ended up in this situation, which I quite frankly found wild, absolutely wild, and I can only look back on it with humor. She would send me messages days and weeks after the intervention order, and I wouldn't be able to contact her. Police would just be like, well, ignore it. Well, funny story. She rocks up one day, literally rocks up, like throwing stones at my window on the top floor. I'm thinking, what the hell's that noise? I looked down the window, I couldn't quite see anyone. But then again I heard stones. I came out, and she's standing there. She's there. And then telling me how she wants to... Like, I was paranoid as shit. I thought I was being stitched up. Alright? Like, I had quite a bit of paranoia, especially in those early 20s, where I thought everyone was just out to get me. I was stressed, high alert. It's still kind of carried over now, where I'm a bit, like, attentive to things in my 30s. It must have been my time in the Defense Force. But anywho, that said, I just tried to avoid it, tried not to talk to her. But she would come around another time and another time and another time. So she kept breaching this intervention order, and I had no way of distancing myself from her. I had no way to do anything about anything. I'd tell the police, the local police station, that this is happening, that she's coming around. They're just telling me, avoid contact with her. Just avoid contact with her. How can I avoid her when she knows where I live, knows my phone number, keeps coming around? And when I did try and speak to police, I think I even had one of those corrections orders officers. Doesn't matter. I did try to speak to someone about it, saying, well, can we just like drop this intervention order? Because there's no need for it to exist. This woman clearly still wants to communicate with me. Why do we have to have it in place? You've got to have it in place. Yep. And that's the cooked thing. You breach an intervention order, you're probably not going to go to jail for 2 years, okay? That's like the maximum sentence. But you can get stitched up. So, this comment, you can domestically get stitched up for doing nothing wrong, okay? Now, regardless of whether you think it's right or wrong that I grabbed a woman by the wrists to try and stop her from fleeing, outright stealing like $5,000, $6,000 cash and my phone, because that's what it was stealing. Even if I fucking cheated with my housemate, with multiple girls, even if she caught me in bed with them, that doesn't give you the right to burgle someone. Alright, so that's how that went down, and that went on for about 2 years, that whole intervention order, and her just on the down low trying to communicate with me. Now, I'm not going to incriminate myself and tell you if I was communicating back or not, but that was the situation, and it was a shit situation. And it was the end of a relationship where I was having to go to court. Mind you, it copped me an extra charge. I had to go to court for assault, or like, it wasn't GBH, like grievous bodily harm, but it was still assault because of like the bruising that she allegedly had on her wrists and the broken glasses and her claiming that she was punched in the face. Now, I've punched quite a lot of men in the face, but I've never punched a woman in the face. That's outright crazy, and that's what I was looking at. That's what I was dealing with. And the thing that ultimately got me off the hook was my housemate actually testified, and he described to me how hard they pressed him at the local police station with the line of questioning. So he's what ultimately got me off the hook, but I was attending court every single month. Like, we almost got to the point of a contested hearing. And if not for that statement from my housemate at the time, who came downstairs and witnessed the physical, altercation, he said what happened, that I grabbed her by the wrists, that I was trying to stop her from fleeing with my property. So that's the end of that story. And look, going back to that comment, hell yeah, you can get pinched. You can get pinched, alright? But it's going to happen domestically. What I'm saying with 100% certainty is you're not going to get in any trouble approaching women in public, okay? But you can get in trouble for a wide array of shit, alright, in the domestic environment, for sure. Happens probably weekly in Australia, let alone all over the world.
What's your star sign?
Oh, God.
You can pop your balloon if you want. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, boy.
It's a integral question.
Oh, star sign. I'm a Gemini, Taurus rising. Now look, gentlemen, star signs, there's some degree of truth to them, but the thing with star signs is that they're so vague. Alright, they have a broad spectrum. So you can find something about your star sign, your rising sign, that'll link to you no matter who you are. You'll find something that links to you from a completely different star sign at the other end of the calendar, to a totally opposite time that you were born in. That's the thing with star signs. I think there's just enough there to go, oh yeah, that relates. Oh yeah, that's kind of like me. You got to remember, star signs were invented by men.
What is with star signs? I don't understand. Like, how does that determine compatibility? Like, that actually makes no sense to me whatsoever.
I think I'm a Taurus.
then the fact that men invented it, it means there is a degree of truth, but don't live it like you should be living the Bible.
I'm with you, bro. I'm with you. Come and you can be a guest speaker on this show, man.
Taurus. I'm early May, so.
Oh, beautiful.
Pardon me, I just
Boom,
really
top
needed
of
a
that.
drink.
Star sign gone.
Oh, that would do it. Taurus.
The second I said I was a Taurus, 2 pops. What is that even about, bro? What does that mean? I don't understand. I will never understand that.
Let's find out why did you pop your balloon?
If you're going to pop based off star signs, the only way I'll give you respect is if you can actually elaborate. So in this case, Taurus, fine. What's the problem with a Taurus?
For Taurus.
Because I've seen a Taurus male before. You know who you are. Traumatic.
Can you?
Oh, here we go. Oh, in the past, he was such a bad guy. How many of them are going to start living up the past? Dragging in their traumatic childhoods and traumatic dating life experience. This one's the OnlyFans one, right?
Shed some light on that or no? You can.
He's related to a celebrity.
Oh, jeez. And
that's like when chicks say, yeah, my ex was a Taurus. I can't go out with another Taurus.
Yeah.
I had a girl say to me once, I can't go out with you, G-Man, because you like cricket and my ex loved cricket. There you go.
What?
Problem with Taurus before?
That's fucking so dumb. But I can believe that women would do that. My ex was a Taurus. My ex was born at 3:15 in the morning. My dad's dad liked the color red, and you've got a red t-shirt on. It's just wild.
I don't know who a Taurus is. I'd like.
Okay, you're not into star sign. You also, Okay, hold on.
She's actually
go
gross.
To you first. Now, why did you pop your balloon?
I myself am a Taurus.
Isn't that compatible?
No, so we'd butt heads. We're too stubborn. We'd fight all the time, and it wouldn't get anywhere. It'd go around in circles.
Okay. And you, what was?
So there's a couple of things. So I'm also a Taurus, so there's a barrier there.
Someone should make a horoscope dating site. So you got your Tinders, your Hinges, your Bumbles, your OK Cupids, and plenty of fishes. Make a horoscope related dating site. You'd get all the women. Man, it's like, I'm going to submit my idea to Cobra Tate. He's looking for business models. I need to patent this shit.
I'm not big on star signs, but from what I'm hearing, it wouldn't work. And also, I just saw you follow the All Blacks. My dad goes for All Blacks, and I've got daddy issues. Yeah, we don't talk anymore. So
Jesus.
Yeah.
Can you swipe no on them? I don't talk to my dad. I've got, self-confessed, I've got daddy issues. My God. The guy in the wheelchair is better than them.
I've got a bit of baggage too, so
okay.
I'm just helping you out.
So you did him a favour?
Oh, she's helping you out now. We still have one balloon left, which is which is good. But now you get to ask her a question.
If anyone's half worth putting up with this sort of crap, I reckon it'll be that one. Not because I'm sure we're going to find out she probably, like the rest of the other chicks out there, but just for a bit of Brycey action, yeah, all about it.
In case you want to pop her balloon, you might not, like something about her. So you go ahead and ask her some questions. What do you want to ask her?
What do you do for work?
I'm a business owner. I'm a personal trainer. Yes.
Okay. Anything else?
Can you help me train legs?
I think that's what I like. I really like your sense of humour. The way that you rolled into here and you were like, oh, you want me to stand? I like your energy. I think you're very high vibrational.
Did you mention how old you are? How old are you?
I'm actually 18.
Pop it.
Yes, sorry.
That's actually... And motherfucker just stood up. That's actually a valid thing to pop the balloon over. Like, the woman being significantly older than the guy and the guy being 18, you know there's not going to be anything long term with an 18-year-old guy. Even if you're if you're a 22, 23-year-old woman, which is still, early 20s, you're still too old for an 18-year-old guy. And if you're mid-20s or above as a woman, it's not enough life experience there. There's no way. So that's plausible to pop a balloon over. And it's funny how he was just shit stirring them all along. He's not even in a wheelchair. He's not even wheelchair bound. But yeah, whatever. Let it roll. I've spoken enough for now. It's like I need to take a live break. We're only 5 minutes in.
Steve-O. Steve-O.
Jailbait, but he's just a fucking liar.
From the very beginning.
What a legend.
He still needs it.
He's just a liar. Roll out of here, buddy. We're done. This is like
Well, thank you
I'll come try some
for
massage.
joining
They're
us.
such
That's
unattractive
different way, y'all.
mannerisms. Like, women don't even realize they're not funny. It's not cute. It's not quirky. It's just outright ugly. Like, he just made a joke, and there's no need to be disrespectful any further. Get out of here, buddy. You're a liar.
Before we move on, you know, you had a little connection there.
I did. I thought he was very sweet and very loving, tender, but he's straight up gaslighter.
Oh, wow.
Gaslighter.
They come in all different shapes and forms and sizes, you know, so.
Sizes, different wheels, different, like, intense. Okay.
I think I'm only going to do like 4 contestants, maybe 5 at the most, because this will roll forever. But anyway, that one was a bit of a laughter, shit stirring one, fair enough, but maybe some of these guys will actually be serious.
Ladies, are we ready for contestant number 2? Reveal yourself. Out you come, mate.
Yeah, this mad dog. Oh, cop that.
In you come.
What even is this fucking shit? This is a bad reflection of women and men alike in Australia. This isn't summing up the dating experience in Australia at all.
What's your name?
Sonny,
How old are you?
28.
28, you know. What do you do, Sonny?
I'm a carpenter.
Okay.
He gave me like a beachy vibe when he first came out. I think it was the show.
Oh no. Oh man. Got the little plug-in for Instagram. Gave me a beachy vibe. Bro, I would rather bleed out than take a blood transfusion from her.
Tropical vacay vibe.
What does that say on her chest? Sinner. Oh my god. Where do they round these chicks up from?
Yeah.
Another Anthony Albanese was out there rounding these chicks up for the show.
What kind of a reflection of Australia is this?
This is like Tinder, plenty of fish type shit.
Not even Tinder. Tinder is like the mid to young 20s. I don't know what this cow is. I'm guessing late 20s. And with a tattoo like that, you're actually telling the world that you're looking for a relationship? Maybe, just maybe, she'll justify it or try and explain it to us somewhere along the way of why you'd have that plastered across your chest.
Chicks in real life, I'd say.
Just the energy just wasn't there.
From like the bottoms down, it's like your dad on a Sunday mowing the lawns.
She's saying that I've got dad pants.
Yeah, but
She's obviously got daddy
look at
issues,
her,
like
the one that
she
just
said at the
spoke.
beginning.
And then like above, it's
Her.
like, are we in like Malibu or something?
just like Darrow as well. Some oversized clothing to hide her unaesthetic body. Thinking she's top shit.
Or like pretending we are? Because I'm pretty sure we're at like...
Have a look at this bird. Bucket of absolute smash crabs, head like a chewed minty and like a drop pie all put in one, and wants to come here and just judge a bloke on his attire. I think it's pretty much a little bit more to that. But it does go to show just how surface level all this interaction can be with a certain kind of woman.
Look, I said this before. Attire is important. The way you present yourself is important. You're going on a TV show. It doesn't have to be Academy Award, Golden Globe winning, okay? But you're still presenting yourself to a wider public. And even if you weren't, even if you're just presenting yourself to 4 women, make an effort. Always make an effort. And don't make the effort for these women that you haven't heard of. Make the effort to be proud of yourself, all right? Your clothes are a reflection of you. So give off the best possible reflection you can of yourself.
housing commission in Maroubra, but I'm not sure.
Look at the rolls
All the
coming
ladies,
out.
Popped their balloon. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm 28, still live at home.
Yeah.
Ethnic family.
Yeah.
Big Armenian family.
Yeah.
Got to find a wife soon.
Yeah,
You know how they are.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Now,
But as long as they cook and clean,
Okay.
none of that 2-minute noodle stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, man.
Ooh,
Now,
we can't say that.
We had a couple ladies pop their balloon. Now, why did you pop your
Fair
balloon
enough.
just based on what you saw?
Firstly, I think you're beautiful. I love your style. But I've dated Arabs, Europeans in the past, and not good experience to me.
Past experiences.
But I'm actually half Armenian, so when you said Armenian, I was like, dang. But then you said cook and clean, and I was like, okay, I'm out.
I was going to say, do you want your balloon?
What do you got to offer then, apart from a pretty face and a couple
I was
of
about to
holes
say that.
and a mouth? I can't
What do you have to offer?
see much more than that. And those don't last forever. Give them another 15 years. Those are going to be well and truly depreciated assets. So there's no cooking, no cleaning. They want the guy. They always say, I want a guy who cooks and cleans. Have you guys been on the dating apps? Women say, I love a guy who would cook. Oh, and they have those one-liners, those openers, and they're like, tell me what you'd cook for me on our first date. What?
And do you want it back?
No, I don't want it back. Sorry.
Okay, that's all right. And let's move on again. So you also popped your balloon. What was your reasoning for that?
Just not my type, you know. I just feel like we might butt heads a little bit.
Okay, well, why is that?
So she wants well, they all do. They want a submissive man to have on the side while they actually go and fuck Chad. The kind of man that buys her side guy, you being the boyfriend. Well, not you, the viewer, but the boyfriend is buying the side piece, the side guy, the bad boy. He's buying him a fucking Nintendo Switch for Christmas.
Maybe just some of the viewpoints.
Okay.
You didn't say anything.
Articulation of what you expect or like in somebody.
Do you have anything to say to that? You know? Or were you just away with the fairies?
Wait, what do you mean, like views? Like traditional values?
Maybe, but not so much. Just I feel like maybe the way that you view women or that you would want a wife, what you expect in a wife, I just feel like maybe we won't align.
If I came home from a nice hard work day, like would you rub my feet?
Maybe, it really depends. Probably not. I hate feet, so I love traditional values personally. I do. I do like them. I do value them.
with the sinner. I reckon she's a stripper. I'm going to call it, guys. This chick works in a men's club.
Relationships like that.
Nah, too chunky to be a stripper. She's got to lose at least 10 kgs. I reckon it's just freelance from home. Got the HD camera set up, getting the twinks in to film and the simps in to watch on her OnlyFans.
I just feel like
Or OnlyCans. It's going to come out at some point.
maybe the way he looks at his own traditional values
You just tell that I'm all
wouldn't
away.
really align with me as a person.
Damn, okay. And you also popped your balloon. Why did you pop your balloon, Madeline?
So,
Why are you
I
even
saw the
here?
beard as soon as he walked around. I'm very ticklish, so like instantly I was like,
Have a look at the says the drop meat pie with a gunt.
you know what?
Look at that
And also I'm
fupa.
quite tall for a female.
Ah,
and, like,
yes, that
the
word.
height might be an issue. I like wearing heels.
Fupa.
So like I want to look down on you, you know what I mean? Like
You wear heels as well?
if she
Oh, now I know.
Okay, now we do have one left. Now, would you like to ask her any questions?
What nationality? You look a bit of the European side of the.
Yeah, I am. So
Are you a wog? That's all.
I am a wog. Both sides is wog. Half Lebanese, half Eastern European. So beautiful.
Yeah.
I do have a question.
Yeah, go. Yeah, you ask him a question.
When you say you want a wife that cooks and cleans, do you also expect her to work?
Look, look.
You put yourself in it.
Yeah, look, it's 2024.
Okay.
Times are tough.
Yeah.
If we have to work, we have to work. But I'd prefer, if my wife wants to work, she'll work.
Okay, but is it?
No, I think that's a good answer. But the reality is, how does cooking and cleaning equate to a full-time job? That's absolute rubbish. I reckon if you're together in a couple, 22.
No, it really doesn't equate to a full-time job. Okay, let's not exacerbate the fact that cooking and cleaning isn't some kind of a fucking raw, back-breaking type of labor. I would be not just content, but outright happy if I had a partner who cooked once. And I'm not saying even anything elaborate. I'm talking like half an hour in the kitchen at the most, one meal a day kind of cooking. Because you can cook good food quick. You can prepare a healthy, nice meal sharpish. And clean? I hate ironing, personally. Ironing my shit. But I can wash my own shit. So, yeah, if the cleaning really just a bit of dusting and ironing my clothes, ironing my shirts, putting the collar down, yeah, that's it. There's plenty of time left over to work. My mother does it to this day. She's coming on to 60. She still cooks multiple meals a day, works full time, has 2 younger kids to look after, my siblings. You could even call it 3. Her partner. This is not my dad, her partner. He needs supervision too. It's all good. But yeah, cook it, clean. That's not some kind of excessive work. That women think that you don't live in a 12 fucking bedroom mansion, okay? Bruce Wayne Manor.
Before you're both working, take turns in it, right? Take turns on it. You can't expect.
And that's right, take turns. Like a man can do his little part too. Take the bins out, take the rubbish out, and don't be a total slob and a pig. Like if there's a mess, you see it, clean it up, kind of thing. You made a mess on a kitchen bench preparing something, making coffee, a little bit of powder spilt over the edges of the cup. Like, clean it up after yourself. Take your laundry to the laundry. Why am I even saying this? It just speaks for itself.
If your missus is out working just as much as you, yeah, split it up, cook together, make some fun out of it. Otherwise, the resentment's going to come in. These chicks here, they're like, oh, already. You can't be anything feminine about them at all. They can't show any.
Yeah, but this is also the thing. They have all these expectations. What do you offer in return? Oh, so I say cook and clean, which is fucking nothing, and you're making a big deal out of it. Like I just asked you to bring me a genie bottle. What do you offer in return? You're not even offering the sanctity of your virginity. You've been railroaded by half of Frankston, and you have these demands of me as a man that I have to provide for you, earn enough money for not only livability, living comfortably, but also for luxuries, to take you on holidays and places. I'm not saying her per se necessarily, but the generalization is there that most women can't string so much as a couple of sentences together with what they bring to the table. And like I said, they don't even bring a good relationship with their parents. They don't even bring a good relationship with their father. They don't bring their virginity to the table. They don't bring any sort of faith or beliefs. And then it's just bark, 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 yap, yap, yap. And like G-Man said, once a thrill wears off of bending her legs backwards over in the VN, well, there's nothing there.
Any sort of nurturing. Otherwise, well, that's a full-time job. That means you're giving me a job. I'd have to stay at home all day just to prepare your dinner. Don't know.
If it was up to you,
go on. Give him a spray, mate.
Okay, well, you popped your balloon. What happened there?
Well, I expected him to say, no, you never have to work another day in your life, and you can stay home and cook and clean. If you want
what are you on about? What are you on about? What?
All right, put yourself in that situation for a second. Your partner stays home and cooks and cleans, but consider how much more you're going to be bleeding your resources. How much more of your money is going to be bleeding into this resource hog. With her being in the same house as you, you'll use more gas, more electricity. So your utilities are going to go up. You'll have to live potentially in a bigger house than you may live in a studio now. You may live in a unit, but you'll have to get a bigger place living with her, so your rent's gone up. So now you're also paying for that extra rent. Your groceries, maybe she expects you to provide the cash for the groceries, right? So you look at like the foopers, the overweight ones, they might be out eating you, so you're providing that cash, and then what's she offering in return? She's making a big deal out of cooking and cleaning. You would be better off served going on fucking Airtasker and hiring some Indian boy to come and clean your house once a week. He will charge less. He will not bust your balls. He won't annoy you. He won't nag you. He won't demand that you go on a trip, on a holiday, that you get a dog when it's the last thing that's on your fucking mind because you're breaking your back trying to care and provide. Are you even getting sex in return? Maybe she's even let herself go now that she's so comfortable that she finds it an effort to cook and clean.
What world do you live in?
Traditional wife, you got to go all the way.
Have you gone all the way, though? Have you gone all the way? Do you go to church with your family every Sunday? Are you still a virgin?
2024.
Well, you want a traditional wife. It's 2024. Then you got to do the traditional
I said if
value.
she wants to work. I didn't say she has to. I said if she wants to.
Mate, this show is against men, though, isn't it? Men are getting any value out of a relationship. No, it's just the guy has to rough it all up. She gets to stay at home for the rest of her life until the day she dies on his dime because she cooks dinner.
Yeah.
Jesus, how does that equate? I can't understand it. I've gone out with really nice women, European women, who love to cook. They love to cook and they work hard. They cook for you because it's a show of love and affection. These women who don't want to cook and do things, they deep down don't want.
Bingo. It's a show of love and affection. Sometimes you just want to do something nice for someone and you don't expect anything in return because you care about that person. They're on your mind. If you do love them, you just do it without some kind of an expectation. You're not writing it down in a notebook. Tick. There's 1 star for me. I've done this for this person. I've gone out of my way. Even after I broke up with my ex-girlfriend, when I'd do my shopping, she'd still come around to collect her stuff once in a while. I'd do my shopping and I'd know that she's going to come around at some point to get the rest of her stuff. I'd actually buy, not like a big thing, but like a little... like a drink or a small kind of chocolate pudding because I know she'd like them, and it'd be there to offer. It's still something I'd have for myself if it wasn't, but I've gotten so accustomed to that behavior of, you know, purchasing something to have something there, and it doesn't even have to be like a friend, a girlfriend, an ex-girlfriend. It can even be your parents. Sometimes I've had my mother and my siblings come over. Now, when I know that they're going to come over and we don't even have a particular date set, I think about them. I know my sister likes this. I know my younger brother likes this kind of drink. I know my mother likes coffee. I don't fucking even drink coffee anymore. But I went out of my way to buy coffee, decent coffee, buy milk. I don't drink milk because I don't drink coffee or any of that, cereals, etc. So I'll go out, I'll buy milk, I'll have it there. If it gets used, it gets used. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But it's just like a minor gesture, spending a few dollars here and there, to just uphold some humanity and some values within yourself. Not to preach and show that you care, but that you've made an effort. And it's something that you should be proud of. You should be a good human being and try and do decent by people that are still in your life that might only come around once every couple of weeks, every couple of months, that you don't get to see often. You know, cherish the time with the ones you love. Okay? Cherish every second. You only got one life. They only got one life. And every time that you see them and every time they walk out that door and go home, you don't know if you're ever going to see them again. Think about that.
Men. They don't love men. They just love you for what you can give for them. They don't love you. Cooking is a sign of nurturing.
So this wife isn't listening. If I had a balloon,
Hell no!
All right, well, you know,
Take him back inside.
all the girls have popped their balloons. You know, if there is anyone watching, you know, you might, you know, maybe you didn't find a wife here. What would you like to tell them, or what would you say that you're looking? I know you
Come
said
on,
you're
mate, let
traditional,
loose.
but is there anything else?
I think the boys just got to be careful out there.
Yeah.
Because you never know when your balloon's going to be popped.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Sonny, have a look out for Sonny. Have a round of applause for Sonny, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Sonny. Appreciate you. All right, contestant number 3, reveal yourself. Out he comes.
Oh,
He's like tenfold better than her.
Stand next to me. Stand next to me.
who's this bird? She's popped her thing every time. The first second the guy appears, like
She wants a black guy. She would. 100.
she is a literal 2 out of 10 on a good day. But you guys at home, it's you guys on Bumble and Tinder, gassing her up, thinking she's hot. She'd be the fat chick at the dance who'd be sitting on the sidelines in 1960. But in 2024, she can just any bloke just straight away doesn't even give him. He can't even breathe. Before she makes a decision to pop the balloon, and has a laugh about it. Classic.
You'll just walk in the door, you won't even open your mouth, and you'll get popped. So, look, you just got to cop it on the chin.
Got any Hugo?
Tell us your name, who you are, what you do.
My name's Hugo. I live in Sydney, and I am a standard tech bro.
Okay, tech bro. Okay, so yeah, that's money involved in that, isn't there?
A little bit of money involved,
Okay,
sure.
nice. And you know, what are you currently looking for in a woman? Would you say?
Honestly, not picky. Someone who just wants to be there, happy, wants to go out, do fun things. You know, go on dinner dates.
Tall, well kept, works in the corporate world. That's where I work. So I felt like we had quite a bit in common.
You
He's
got a
very
job.
much like, yeah, man, like, we'll just go here, we'll just go do this. And
He has not been like that at all. I'd even argue that the fact that he's got his arms crossed means he's a little reserved and not quite comfortable being there and speaking about himself.
I need a little more oomph.
I'm a big fan of the Bondi to Coogee walk, so get out.
She needs Brycey and the Rodney the Ram jam. Just a boom! Alley-oop, mate. Double tag team on the bonnet of the VN.
There, put some active wear on. Let's just go and kind of lead that Labrador lifestyle.
Okay, nice, love it.
Very well spoken.
A little bit like pretty boy for me. That's not really my thing.
Yeah.
It's definitely giving like
Yeah, she likes the Norlane lads with the bum bags and Gucci hats, rolling a durry on platform 1.
Ken vibes, and I'm just not about that.
Now we did have a balloon pop over here. Now let's wander over and see why.
Bucket of smash crabs, mate.
Why she popped
Hey,
her
nice to
balloons
meet you.
so quickly? Now, why did you pop your balloon so fast?
I like kind of like a rough, like kind of rigid. You look like you spend a lot of time getting ready in the morning. Like I'm very quick, like 5-minute shower. Like, I mean,
5-minute shower. That's not even a quick shower. She looks like she rolled out of bed anyway. So yeah, good thing. She probably fucking. No, I'm not gonna say it.
you can probably tell like this didn't take me long.
Look like you take a... There is no shame even if you take half an hour to get ready, gentlemen. Especially if you're, like I said, going on a show. You're going to be broadcast to the world, and however many eyes of the world choose to watch it. You're going to be standing in front of 4 women. Disregard whether they're attractive, whether they're for you or not. But you're going to be presenting yourself to someone. So there is no shame in taking pride in your appearance, doing your best, even if you've got a half an hour routine, even if you've got a 45-minute routine, and sometimes you can still have a routine, right? For me, it's generally shave every second or third day. If I'm going and meeting someone, it'll be shaving of the morning off. Other than that, moisturizer, running a brush through my hair a couple of times, maybe some product in the hair, and an EDT or an EDP, or just perfume, spray something on depending on the weather. I'm into my scents. That's it. As far as an outfit goes, again, depending on the scenario, depending on the weather, depending on the person, depending on the kind of location and activity you'll be doing, just pick something out that's reasonable. And this is reasonable. It just looks like a collared shirt, jeans. His sneakers, they're white, and he's kept them white so they're not scuffed. He looks like he's in decent shape. He doesn't look like he's particularly styled his hair, but he looks after his facial hair to an extent and hasn't just gone haywire and out of fucking whack. If he answers, if he says something about how long it took him to get ready, he's not going to say it took him more than 5-10 minutes. So if that to her is going over the top and too presentable, and she just basically says she doesn't even give a shit about it. I mean, it goes to show. Look at her damn appearance. The fucking looks like the Michelin Man's sister.
But like I feel like like
jeans and a shirt doesn't take too long.
but like just like the hair, like personally, just not my type. So I was like, I'll let these guys, get in there.
Do you take a long time to get ready?
Look, this whole thing probably took me about 2 minutes to put on, and then
more than me, and it's like I don't know if I have that 3 minute,
I get you.
time is crucial.
What would you say your red flags in a woman
idiot.
Look, honestly, the main red flag for me is, someone who starts out messaging a lot, and then after a while, you can just tell that the messaging drops off. And
a change in behaviour.
Change in behaviour, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair enough.
Apart from that, maybe
I think this guy needs to watch this channel, unfortunately.
you don't still be in communication with your ex, I think is a big one.
Amen. Amen. Amen to that.
This is going to go on for quite a while, so I'm going to do 2 more contestants at most. After this dude, potentially 2 more, and just try and power through it. But no matter how long is left in the video, I'm just doing 2 more at the most. There's not much to go off. They popped the balloon for the most ridiculous shit. I don't even know if they know why they're there.
They belong.
Okay. Did you just say yours isn't? She said hers is in jail. Clearly not her type.
Different ties. I don't have any ties to the bikie gangs that I know of. Looking for
the Michelin woman said that her ex is in jail. No wonder I said she gives off Platform 1 vibes.
Apart from that, no real red flags. I mean, look, if you've got crazy energy, that's fantastic. That's for me. I'm pretty chill and laid back.
I don't think crazy energy's for you, bro. I don't think you know what you're asking for.
So, I think opposites attract in that sense.
Perfect. Now, we still have 3 balloons left. Now, 3 on pop, which is really, really good. Now, ladies, do you have any... did you just say yours isn't? She said hers is in jail. Clearly not her type.
Different ties. I don't have any ties to the bikie gangs that I know of. Look, apart from that, no real red flags. I mean, look, if you've got crazy energy, that's fantastic. That's for me. I'm pretty chill.
Why is this replaying?
I'm going to say words. What are you saying, dude? Be a bit more straight up. Oh, I don't know. She can do whatever she wants, basically. Blah, blah, blah.
And laid back, so I think opposites attract in that sense.
Perfect. Now we still have 3 balloons left. Now, 3 on pop, which is really, really good. Now, ladies, do you have any questions for Hugo?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have some questions.
I'm a Capricorn as well, by the way.
Why?
Oh.
I don't even know if I'm going to do another 2. Pop in the balloons because a guy takes pride in his appearance and a couple of extra minutes to get ready. Pop in the balloons because he's a fucking Capricorn or a Taurus, or he was just born on the wrong minute of the correct hour. I just want to get some answers as to what's going on with the sinner and confirm my suspicion that she is a porn star, a stay-at-home porn star of the OnlyFans platform.
He's a Capricorn. She's into star signs. Now, why did you pop your balloon?
I have not had good experiences with Capricorn men, so I'm just running off of that.
Well, the fact that you have an ex of anything goes to show that you haven't had a good experience with any men that you've been with. Whether they're too outlandish, boisterous, whether their zodiac wasn't right, whether they were too high energy, too low energy, you haven't had a good experience with fucking anyone. Wouldn't it make more sense if she just outright said what she is looking for? I guess that defeats the point of this boring show.
When you guys hear that, like from chicks off the dating app, that just translates into I have been bagged and tagged by so many dudes on the internet and off dating apps that I've actually summed it all down to the most unsuccessful, probably vast majority of dudes, probably triple figures for this one here, into what is the star sign that explains why I don't have a boyfriend? Because it's the star sign, it's not them. It's the other guy's star sign.
Okay. You seem very laid back. I think my energy, whilst you might think that it's great, hopefully, I think that I would be too much for you.
Yeah, you'd be annoying.
What do you think? What do you have to say to that?
Well, I mean, she thinks she'll be too much for me, so I guess we'll never find out.
Oh, you don't want to convince her? You don't want to plead your case?
I mean, what's the point? Like, it's I don't think men should ultimately be chasing when it comes to a relationship.
Bang.
I don't think men appreciate it. I don't think the girls appreciate that.
Look at their faces. This stripper here. The
OnlyFans wants to be chased. She would. That just confirms that she's on OnlyFans because she loves it. Loves that notification of new subscriber. Look at the lips. Fucking another $9.95 a month. This fucking little Indian jerk off gonna be having a wank to my pics. Fucking filthy. Everyone who does OnlyFans should be shot.
OnlyFans model had this stupid smug look on her face, thinking that she's worth chasing when she's selling up her snatch for a little bit of cash. Oh, I'm right. It's got to come out.
I was just going to say, I think that you want to kind of build a nice lifestyle that you can bring somebody into, and you can both just have a great time.
No, I'm not against that. And so we had another balloon pop over here. Why did you pop your balloon for Hugo?
You know, it was going great until he said, "I don't want to chase."
So you want a man who chases you?
Look, scientifically, especially when you're getting into relationships, just starting to talk to somebody, men are meant to be the pursuers.
Are we? Or is that just some pseudoscience that these women come up with? Men only chase women because we've had to do it in the past. It isn't like we like doing it. It's not like it's fun. Sometimes it's fun to chase.
She's not entirely wrong. But because society has skewed things so much, and this even goes back to what I've said about the plethora of options women have now with the implementation of apps, internet period, the oversaturation of options. See, in the past, being chased meant someone had to meet you somewhere in person. And then the way they pursued you would be through perhaps maybe overly romantic gestures, but they'd come to your work with some flowers, or they'd try and find out where you live. There's a reason you see this in like older movies, right? Where the guy is like at the bottom throwing rocks up, kind of like my story. Like trying to get the woman's attention to open her window at those American houses with the sliding up the window on the second floor, standing there with a bouquet of flowers. It's fucking corny. I'm not saying do that, but there's a reason why that was the depiction. That was how men chased in the past. Now, the way you chase is fucking sending your best pickup line, shooting your shot on a fucking dating profile. And like I've also said in my previous videos, now that she's getting dozens, if not hundreds of messages in the span of 24 hours, depending on how much she's swiping, you're not standing out from the pack. So as soon as the guy, a kind of guy that comes along that does things a little bit unconventionally, a little different, though she might think that's what she wants, she'll just find another excuse to be like, oh, that's kind of like creepy. That's creeped me out. Oh, I don't really like that. Makes her feel uncomfortable. She doesn't feel like she's in control anymore. She's in control when the guys are subscribing to her OnlyFans, when they're giving her super likes and sending compliments or whatnot on these dating apps.
Some, a bit of Brycey action, but to try and chase women and court them, that's not fun for us.
I don't think
there's got to be something there worth courting, worth chasing. Again, like the fact that you got that plastered on your chest, and she thinks that she's some kind of a catch. Wait and disclose your, career choices.
Occupation is chasing. I think
how immoral is your occupation?
After you going, hey, when can I see you? When can I see you? When can I see you? That might be chasing.
Can I have my balloon back?
Can we give her a balloon?
No.
Can we get her one back? No. Miscommunication there. She's got a balloon back. She's happy. Now, what's an ideal date for you, Hugo?
Look, for me, an ideal date is I pick somewhere that we like to go. Hopefully, you give me 1 or 2 places from your list that you haven't tried yet. I make it happen. We go. We both wear something cute. And then we're probably done by about 9:30, 10. We kick on afterwards to a bar if we want to, and then the night's ours to do with what we wish.
Yeah, VN action. He wouldn't have a VN, this guy. He'd have a Tesla, I reckon.
I like that. Ladies, do we...
Banging in the back seat of the Tesla. I'm not sure how roomy they are, though.
Like the sound of
got the autopilot on.
Whatever you want me to do. Do you like the sound of that?
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
I have some questions.
Okay.
Okay, so you have your own place? Yes, okay. You said you're in tech? Do you have a good relationship with your mum?
Love the questions. I always ask you have your own place. And the reason why, there's either two reasons. They want to come and have a short-term fling. They can't do it at their place. They're either living at home most of the time, these women, or they've got roommates with like 5 chicks in a house.
Maybe she just wants to see if he's got stable accommodation. But anywho.
So they can't have you over there. Or they want to... They want to suss you out. Do you have your life battened down? Are you financially stable and secure? I used to hate that question. Do you live? Where do you rent? Do you own? They want to ask stuff like that. So I go, how much is in my superannuation? How much is my bank account? Maybe they'll ask me that.
That's crazy.
Dad?
Unfortunately, lost my dad when I was little, so I've only been raised.
Sorry about that. Okay, cool.
Do you have Hugo? Come. Do you have any questions for Hugo since your balloon is still here?
I do. How old are you?
Me, 33.
No, we're good.
Around my age.
Anything else?
No further questions.
Perfect. Okay, well, let's go back to... So,
no white or grey hairs yet. I was starting to get him at around that age. He hasn't been through the ringer yet.
Basically, you get to ask them questions and possibly pop their balloons if you do not like the answer you receive.
Okay.
All right, before we get started, guys, halfway through, so if you're enjoying this show, please sub to the channel, aiming for 8K subscribers, and the best way you can help me, guys, is watching this video through to the end, liking, commenting, getting involved, because this is what gets me out there, and ultimately, YouTube pays me some ad revenue, guys, so that's how I get paid, so please watch it through if you're enjoying it. If you also want to support the channel, check out the Patreon link, or consider becoming a channel member. I do have a members-only section of videos there too.
If you just gave the video a like and left whatever thoughts you have in the comments, the subscription is like a bonus. Whatever, guys. I'm pretty easy with that. I don't get paid anything.
It was in your court.
Oh, thank you. You told me that I wouldn't be asking any questions, but
Yeah,
there we go.
you have questions for...
All right, let's give it a go.
The mic.
You go.
Thank you. My first question is, I'd love to know what the sinner tattoo is about.
I grew up in the church. A lot used to be very Christian.
Yeah.
You didn't grow up in the church.
And then just changed my religion later in life. I still believe in a God. It's just not Christian.
Satanic, spiritual. Oh man, that one. That might as well be a red flag emoji when you read in a profile that it says spiritual. It's done.
Christianity. So yeah, I just kind of got it out of impulse because I was like, well, we're all born sinners anyway. It's kind of fitting.
We're not all born sinners. That's why they say the purest form of life is a baby, and why abortion is one of the greatest sins. You're actually murdering the purest form of a pure human being. A child, a baby, is pure innocence. We're not born sinners. Fucking retard.
I wish I didn't get it on my chest. Unfortunately, I wish I got it somewhere else. So.
You don't wish. It's on your chest. I'm not really getting wound up, guys. Or, like, I just sometimes get overly emotive. It's the inner actor in me. Must be the Gemini.
I am looking at...
Oh my God, how are you not... What? How are you still talking to this chick, mate? It's it's Kuato, mate. It's the small head. He's thinking about it. He's like, oh yeah, you know, she looks all right. She's got a bit of sluzzer vibes to her. Let's see what I can get out of it. Run, dude.
Getting it removed. But yeah, that's the story behind it.
I'm going to tell you right now that I absolutely love that. I've got a couple of tattoos on me.
Get your Tesla, mate. Get out of here.
I'd say a little small regrets, but you know, get them at 3 a.m. in the morning while you're drunk as hell, and you know they're on you for life. So I feel you, and I like that. Thank you.
I think we've all got a couple of tattoos.
Why are you so like overly laid back in the chair, but when you're talking to the women, it's all kind of...
on us that
Who's this guy? He's trying pretty hard to sound laid back and cool. Yeah, man, like, yeah, you know, we've all done stuff, dude. I'm real chill and shit. Yeah.
That's what the Asian one wanted, right?
You know, one, it shows you that you're not...
I'm so cool, man. I'm so cool. I'm going to pick the chick with a fucking tattoo right across her chest that says sinner on it. You're not that cool, mate.
Ready to commit.
I'll change my mind. I'm going to do one more guy after this. It's pretty done. This guy was the best one yet. I don't know what the fuck's happened to him, whether he's faking it real hard. He just wants the one night stand, friends with benefits. But he went from being alright in my eyes to, that's cool. You abandoned your religion, disobeyed your parents. Sinner. Yeah, wild. Yeah. It's over and done. This actually probably is a good reflection of the Australian dating experience explained in one video. I don't even need to see the other guys. Suppose the most traditional, most based Chad was the beach vibes guy, as the Asian girl put it, or was it someone else that said that? Yeah, he came from what sounded like a well-constructed, coercive family unit. They have their morals, their values, their ground rules in place. It sounds like his parents are happily married, and that's all cool. If you got a great relationship with your parents, and there's plenty of room in the house, with how expensive everything is, you're working together. You're bundling your resources together as a family. There's nothing wrong with that until you as a man go out and have a family of your own. That Armenian bloke actually needs to find himself a nice little untarnished woman. And I've said this in a comment section in my other video. You can find them on dating apps, but might actually have to start going to church. Like a random one for years. You can actually find they won't particularly be attractive because they're on that more aggressive side. They can be though. Like have a look at Valentina Shevchenko. Now what I'm getting at is you can find some good girls, some attractive girls, fit girls, girls that can be on the same wavelength as you at mixed martial arts clubs. I never have, but I know they're there. Okay, I've been to one. I've been to multiple actually. I've trained quite a lot of MMA over the years in my younger years, and even just judging by some of the women in the UFC roster, you can find some quality women potentially at your local MMA dojo,
which is always a huge plus. 2, it shows you that you know, you're fun, you're interesting, like you're a risk taker. You know, these are all great things that you're kind of looking when you.
Yeah, I've tried porn. I want her. She's a risk taker. She's fun and interesting.
Trying to get to know somebody.
I'd love to know, what do you feel has kept you single up until now?
Great question, actually.
Here we go, being an absolute horror. Blokes will... this is what she's going to say. She's been in a long-term relationship and the guy treated her like shit. That's what they always say when you ask this question, girls on the dating app. No, guys, I haven't watched this. I can just feel it. I can feel it coming out.
Just come out of a long-term relationship. About 4 months ago. We were together for 7 years.
Oh, wow.
But he cheated on me.
Straight away. Boom.
So that's very well done and dusted.
She had nothing to do with that breakup. He just went and cheated. He's horrible. She's a victim. God. It's always
take it with a grain of salt. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't. But I've also said that it's generally a two-way street. She would have played a hand in it to an extent.
Same thing.
There is no contact. There will never be contact again. He's
going to be pissed when he sees this.
He will.
Probably not.
But that's not why I'm here. No, it's fine. You live and you learn. But that's, yeah.
You know,
if he's out cheating, doing whatever, probably wasn't giving him what he needed. And he, while I don't condone it, I don't think he's going to be looking back.
You've kind of got the vibe from both of them. Which one are you vibing the most? You know, which balloon are you going to pop?
I feel like the starting off Christian and then kind of, you know, rebelling from that path a little bit. That's interesting. That's
mate, she's going to rebel on you. She's going to be hard to deal with. Like she even turned her nose up at cooking a meal or anything like that, or being anything traditional about it. Covered in tats. The blue ring octopus. She's going to wreck your life, mate. But no, that's cool, man. Yeah, I'm going to say what she wants to say. No, it's edgy. No accountability for bad decisions. Yeah, man.
Playful. I'd definitely like to keep a conversation going there. I think you know, that's fantastic. Just coming out of a 7-year relationship.
That's arguably a good thing. She was with one guy in 7 years. It's not better that she's been with dozens of guys over 7 years. He doesn't even know how to pick and choose. I don't even think I'm going to do another person after this bloke. There's nothing to comment on any further. I think you get the point. And whether this actually is or isn't a real, true depiction of the Australian dating experience for men, I can't quite say. I'm a little disappointed there's only 4 women to choose from. It would have made a lot more sense if they really broadened it and diversified it, kind of like they did in the previous video I did, where it was like this Chad athletic guy with 13 Melbourne women. This is only 4. So using the term Australian dating experience, not quite right. I would have found this really interesting if they actually chucked in like a church girl, virgin girl, and how do you call them? I don't mean to be disrespectful. I don't strictly know how you call them, but like a Muslim. We'll just say Muslim girl, like a Muslim girl, right? With the hijab and all, it's fine. The family probably wouldn't approve of her being on the show, which is why it probably wouldn't be possible. But you could have that there, and it would be really interesting for me as a viewer, especially as a man, to see how she would fare and what kind of excuses or justifications the guys who are fucking clearly clueless would spin to say, well, I'm not interested in a virgin Christian girl. I'm not interested in a Muslim girl who has a great relationship and a close, tight-knit family. I want the one with the sinner tat. So that's what I mean by it'd be a better reflection, because this is a freaking really multicultural country. Now, I'm not going to get into politics of whether you like that or not. I'm just saying there's a big pool of ethnicities and cultures to choose from, so they could have done a lot better when you title a video The Australian Dating Experience.
I might not be ready for that.
Good one.
But yeah, thank you.
So have you made your choice?
I think I have.
Okay, go ahead. You go and pop the balloon. Yeah.
Bang.
Oh.
Pop the other one.
How do you feel him popping your balloon?
Look, it is what it is. I'm not going to be everybody's cup of tea.
Yeah. How do you handle rejection? Like you said, you're pretty cool with it.
Sounds
you're
Italian.
I'm pretty laid back. Like I said, it's not going to be for everybody, and that's okay.
Wow. And then we have our first couple. Both of you come in.
Pretty laid back.
That's my thoughts. Like, if I had to choose, she was probably the one. I don't see any tattoos. She might be Italian, so some kind of European. If her dad's in her life and she's got a good relationship with her family, and the fact that she's come out of a long-term relationship and hasn't had trains run through her, it's the best of the bunch, really. So I'm just going to let this roll for another couple of minutes, I think, but I'm about done. I've about summarized my thoughts on the Australian dating experience. The men at times seem just as clueless, and a lot of these shows give me the impression that it's the blind leading the blind. The men don't know what they want or have no idea about what they think they want just as much as the women.
So you come here. So we might have found love. We might have found a couple.
Yeah.
I hope the first date goes well. Do you know where you're going to take it?
Here you go.
Look, I've got a few ideas. What are you doing tonight?
I'm actually working tonight. Wait, I have another question before we continue.
Oh.
We already made the choice.
Hold on.
Yeah, go. I mean,
This is an important question.
You need this back?
Maybe.
Go.
How do you feel about being behind the camera and filming me tonight with BBC?
Go.
How do you feel about the adult entertainment industry?
Oh, G-Man again.
I don't really have any strong thoughts either way, but could you expand on what you mean?
Yes, I'm a dancer.
Okay, that's fine.
You did call
That's
it.
fine. What? Yeah, no worries.
Never said. Oh, wait,
He's only there for one. We're banned.
You might as well go.
I'll grab your details and we can go to dinner somewhere.
There you go, perfect. Round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Hugo and Mel, you guys go to the camera, and we have a couple.
Going on
smile, maybe give her a hug or whatever. And
How, Hugo? What are you doing, mate? What are you doing?
Well, at least that's one down, huh?
Hugo is out. He doesn't care. He's going to say what he has to say, does what he has to do to get a bit of action. Yeah, that's fine. I love strippers. I love all that. No dramas. You can do that, and you don't have to cook. You don't have to do anything. I reckon he's just going to get in and out, disappear. He's going to be the guy that they're saying, oh, he's a bastard.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, contestant number 4. Reveal yourself.
Why?
What's going on, my man? Nice to meet you.
Is she still? Why is she still there? Didn't she just get hooked up with Hugo? She's going on a date. I'll let this one roll. I was done. And if there is one more after this, I don't care who or what. We're not even going to check it out. You want to check out the 5th one? Go to G-Man's channel. But this guy actually does seem put together. Seems mature. Seems like he's going to be humble. And I think he knows what he wants as opposed to Hugo. So we'll let him shoot his shot and play it out. See how it goes. But why is the stripper still there? Isn't she going on a date with Hugo? Like, now if I'm Hugo, what the fuck? It's like getting cucked. Like soft core cucking on an Australian dating experience show.
What's your name?
My name's Danny.
Danny, where you from?
Fijian, New Zealand.
Yeah, man. Aotearoa, you know?
Yeah, all of that. Kia and all that.
Yeah, up to. And tell us a bit about yourself.
I'm 29 years old.
Yeah.
I'm a boxer. I box.
Okay,
boxing coach.
Mm-hmm.
That's it, man.
Yeah.
I'm a single father to a dog.
Okay, man.
Got a little staff.
What? Dude, you don't say shit like that. Single father to a dog, single mother to a cat. They're not your fucking kids. I was like, ding, 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 ding. 31 and 7s. He's won the jackpot. This guy's actually based. Then he goes and says something as ridiculous as, I'm a father to a dog. Maybe he's just trying to be funny. I'll let it slide.
And that's us.
Really like his style. I really like the way he came to the video.
Yeah, he does have decent style. He's got that calm, chilled out demeanor. He seems like he can really fucking turn her on too and give you a run for your money out in the streets if you give him shit. But otherwise, just like a calm, relaxed kind of guy. Seems like he'll know what he wants. And look at the way they're all kind of perking up. Yeah. They want a bit of BBC.
Oh, hang on. She already got a date. So she going for a second guy. I thought you'd be eliminated.
That's what I just said.
Oh, well.
But then he was tall. He was in the 80s.
This just goes to show you what women do on dating apps. So she's picked this guy, got a date with good old Hugie. Good old Hugo, as we call him. Big, huge Hugo. But she's still out here looking for the next option.
Bracket that I'm obviously looking for.
What are you looking for in a woman?
Honestly, I'm looking for someone that could stand in front of my grandmother and my grandmother would be proud to see that.
None of them.
Through everything from socials to how you carry yourself.
Yeah.
I've got nothing further to add than this. He has to choose the one on the end. Maybe. So that's the only plausible possible option for this guy. So he's either going to choose no one or he's going to take the one on the end. Mark my words. Cross my heart. Hope to die. That is what has to happen. Otherwise, everything he said is a lie. He's full of shit and he doesn't know. Which can't be the case. He just seems like the kind of guy that's actually got his head screwed on.
To mannerisms, to everyday life.
I like that. I like that.
I need my nana to be proud of you.
Wow, that's deep.
Why hasn't she popped
Now, we did
her
have
balloon?
one balloon pop. Your name?
She's so into it. The way she's kind of rocking. I told you, I could see it, the way they all perked up. Especially when I had contextual evidence based off the other guys and how their body language proceeded to, to show itself. And now, totally different body language with a guy they actually want, with a guy they like.
Vanessa.
Vanessa, and why did you pop your balloon, Vanessa?
You seem like a beautiful person, but you remind me a lot of my ex, and I don't like it.
Yeah, I'm not trying to be that.
Yeah.
Yeah, how...
whatever. I take all that back. I didn't see that she popped her balloon. And again with the ex. The world reminds her of her ex. The guy does not exist. We've actually had a decent mix and match of men. But whether it's their star sign, whether they're too close to their family or far apart, whether they take too long to get ready, or they have a beautiful soul and they're charming, they've got the riz, but they just still remind me too much of that fucking Taurus ex. I mean, we can't have any of that. I kind of just want to hear from her what exactly it is that she's looking for. And out of the hundreds of exes, and she probably counts a one-night stand as an ex because she doesn't want to come off like that. So the one-night stands, the casual hookups are still exes. Maybe she's just after what she hasn't had yet.
Hell no. Oh, hell no. Thank you.
Which will be a hard find.
Like, yeah, reminisce on that. I don't know.
Yeah, good move. Good move.
Nah, fair enough. Fair enough. You said you know what you're looking for in a woman. Do you have any questions you want to ask the ladies? We still have three.
It looks like Mike Tyson, mate. This is George Foreman. George Foreman ain't going to take no shit. Good old Georgie.
And what would you like to know about them?
How old are you all?
Okay, so age.
Young George Foreman.
22.
Okay.
24.
24.
27.
Is age a pretty big factor for you?
Yeah.
Yeah?
A little bit. I need you to be grown a little bit.
Okay.
You know what you're after.
Okay.
Not here to play games.
Okay.
I find that.
Sometimes women are 50 years old and they don't know what they're after. It's not an overly big depiction, expression of what they want. They may not know. They may never know.
You know, if you're a bit young and that, you still trying to travel and do all of that. Like, that's cool. Like, I'm not really on that wave. Right
Okay,
now.
I know. I hear you.
I'm trying to do the whole like settle down. Build
Yeah. And what would you say? You know, do you have any red flags in a woman that you know for you is just off bounds, or things that traits that you don't like that you're not currently looking for?
I'm looking for like the whole like sex work, that whole trade, working in that life.
Bang.
Cool and all that. But for the guy that I am and I'm trying to move,
okay,
that's not for me. That's cool.
Okay. No, yeah, fair enough. You like what you like. Now we did have some balloon pops in that. We can wander over and have a little chat now. Why did you pop your balloon?
I'm a stripper, so it's not gonna work.
I've done that whole thing before. That was cool when I was young, doing my thing. But I'm trying to like settle down now, and I can't have you coming home to me.
To be fair and play devil's advocate, she is 22, but fuck, she looks like she's my age. There is still time to remove the tattoo, and stripping isn't anywhere near as bad as getting plowed on camera. But yeah, it's probably for the best that she popped her balloon, because she could have had that tattoo removed and she hasn't. And she's wearing an outfit that flaunts it and shows it off. She wants it to be seen to this day.
And then going out the next night and that's
he's spitting.
Don't even ask the fupa. Michelin man, I don't care what your explanation is. Let's just see the one on the end, as I called her, the Italian. We'll finish off with that. We'll see if he ends up taking the Italian, or she finds something to pop her balloon over. If he goes with the Italian, I'd say that's probably been the best possible match with what they're both after within each other. And I'll be happy to conclude the video there. That will actually be a good example of a woman who has some, let's just say, bad history. But within that, it's shown that she was able to support, to withstand, to endure, to progress. Because there would have been an element of progress there, of compromise, which is traits that you want in a woman. To have made a relationship work for as long as she did, 7 years. So that means something. That means something to me. If a woman says she just got out of a long-term relationship in something like 7 years, you can look at the positives of that. And like I said, she's managed to keep a man that long. She's managed to stay in something for that long. It shows you things like she's not one to up and pack up to ditch when times get tough. In 7 years, I'm sure she put up with her fair share of shit too, because us humans, us men, are flawed, no matter how good we try to be. Let's wrap it up.
Facts. You can't say that in this country. I'm surprised he hasn't been censored.
This is how it is. I'm trying to come home every night to home cooked meals. Lovely house. Smells like lavender.
No, you can't say that.
I hear you.
You don't think that can be with somebody who's in that industry?
No, it definitely could.
No,
it just takes a particular type of man to be able to handle his wife leaving him every night at 2 a.m.
Yeah,
and I
that's
was
fair.
that guy for a time.
That's fair.
Saturday nights by myself.
Yeah.
Sunday nights by myself.
Yeah.
It's not so bad much the by yourself. I can love a woman and not be with her for months at a time. But it's the morality of what she's doing. She's hypersexualizing herself for other men's pleasure. Whether it's physical or even viewing pleasure. She's still, let's just say, showing off her sexual qualities, something that should strictly be reserved for the man she's with.
I ain't here for that no more.
That's fair.
That's it.
That's fair. It's not for everybody.
I hear progression. And you, what
should be for nobody.
Yeah, I also just want to back up. Like, obviously, things happen in people.
I don't care.
Selling your shit.
Literal.
On that conversation, I feel like it also should be judged on a case-to-case basis. For example, myself, I dance one night a week, and the rest of the week I manage a venue. So
that's hectic. See, my experience, there was no daytime job for my ex.
Yeah.
So that's all.
I question then why she said I'm a stripper. She only strips one time a week, but the rest of the time she manages a venue. See, she could have just as easily articulated, well, I'm a club manager, I'm a venue manager. She could have used that as her profession. She's proud of the fact she's a stripper, just like she's proud of the fact that she's got Sinner tattooed across her chest. She's never going to fucking remove it until it's too damn late. It's not too late just yet. She's 22, but like I said, she also looks like she's fucking my age.
She loved
Yeah, I
6 days a week.
Yeah.
I gave her money to do something else. She didn't want to do nothing else. So for me, it just stayed me real bad. So I'm going to stay.
Yeah.
No, he can't say that. You're emotionally damaged. You're emotionally unavailable. Oh, yeah. I'm a different stripper. The rules don't apply to me. I only do it one night a week, guys. Jesus.
No.
yeah, that's fair.
And so we do have one balloon left. Now, do you want to ask her some questions, get to know her a little bit?
Where are you from?
Let's ask her some questions.
I'm from Western Sydney.
No way, mad. Whereabouts?
Like Fairfield, Liverpool way.
Yeah, all my family's from like Maryland's, Toongabbie ways.
Yeah, close.
Yeah, close by. You born and raised in Australia?
Yeah, born and raised in Sydney.
Yeah. What's
Yep.
your star sign?
Taurus.
I feel like you're a bit on that.
What's yours?
Mine, Pisces.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Why was there loads of R's? It was like, ah.
Yeah, I only generally know my star signs, but if someone were to tell me theirs, I wouldn't know if that's compatible or not.
Because Pisces have a soft side. They're a bit more on the emotional side.
What's your rising?
Oh my God, you know birth charts. My
Oh,
rising's
man.
Capricorn.
Oh, same.
No way. Fire?
Yeah.
Oh wait,
Fire
no, sorry.
and- No, Earth.
The man's educated.
Earth, baby, Earth.
Earth.
Yeah.
Me too. No.
This guy, he's researched this. He knows he knows that they're into all this bullshit, so he just tries to go along with it. This is pure Brycey. Brycey at his best.
What's your moon sign?
I think it's Aries.
Me too.
Don't know that one.
I don't even know what's going on right
Yo,
now. I have no idea what
when
they're
you
talking about.
single, that's what you need to know.
Different.
Yeah,
Same
you need to
thing,
be
but
on your
different.
thing, man.
Look, I
It
actually
tells you
also
a
have a
lot.
staffy. I am.
If they don't go on the date, there's no point to even watch the fifth contestant. They have to go on a date, and that has to be the end of this. And that is a pretty good example of two people that are clearly able to hold a conversation with each other. The body language is open. It's not reserved. So there's a click, there's a spark, there's potential for growth. I don't find her to be immoral. It'd be good if he probed some more questions, like her relationship with her parents. But so far so good, and if that's really all he asks, I can't see him saying no to her, and I can't see her saying no to him. So that's a good way to end it. A prime example of two people that are genuinely interested in each other and are right in the same wavelength.
Yo.
Mother to a 10-year-old Staffy.
Oh no.
Oh, I was like, I'm a mother, and then I realized what she said. You fucking dog people are retarded.
Wait.
Mother to a
I got
Staffy.
an American Staffy.
You mean you own a dog? You know, it's mother. It's didn't come out of your vagina. It's mother. No, you're the owner of the animal.
Yeah. What's your dog's name?
Samson.
Mine's Cupie, like the mayo.
How cute.
Okay, get it on.
Oh my god, it's so cute. Give me my balloon back.
What's your red flags in a man?
Just, the standard lying, cheating, manipulating, all of those sort of things.
Oh, yeah. And then they go off and do it, probably.
Kind of behaviors. I just want someone to tell me like it is. Just be honest with me.
Yeah. I mean, speaks without saying. No one, man or woman, want cheating involved or being constantly lied to, but tell me how it is. That's a lie. No woman wants it told to them, especially from a significant other, how it is.
I'm pretty laid back. I'm pretty easygoing. So
until you're not.
You did mention before you're more traditional. She's a bit more of a traditional woman. Like, do you expect your woman to work?
Honestly, man, if we have kids in the picture, nah. I need my kids to come home and see their mother at home cooking food, picking them up, and going to after school.
She's like, yes, I'm out. I'm off. She's loving that. I don't want. Oh, I'm a big boss. I'm a baddie. I'm in the corporate world, but I don't want to work at all. This guy's great. He's going to give me an easy life.
Yeah, that's crazy. Holiday programs, nah, bro. Like that's family thing.
Okay. Do you think there was a kind of a connection there?
There could be. I mean, he has a Staffy. I have a Staffy. Moon.
That's so irrelevant. Out of everything, that's the take-home point? The fucking Staffy? Man, fuck this shit. I'm done. I'm out.
And rising signs were the same, so you never know. I do work in the corporate world, so I'm a bit of a career gal.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a Pilates instructor on the side as well.
So these career gals, they burn out at around 35, 40, and I realise there's not much more to life than... there's a lot more to life than getting up, going to work, putting on a nice Meghan Markle outfit and pretending you're in suits. You start to realise, everybody does at some point, especially when you're one of those, corporate drones trying to work your way up the ladder, that there's a lot more to that. Your identity isn't that. It's just a job. And so...
Spot on. That's not your identity.
So, yeah, I think she's on the younger side, 28 or something, she said. So those girls are right in it at those
27.
times. They get to 35 plus. They want to have a baby. They want to be out. They want to go on...
35 is so old to have a baby, especially your first. I think it's even scientific that your odds of being able to conceive a child after you're 30, no eggs, empty egg carton. I'm not going to give you a percentage because I'll just be fibbing it, but it's a thing.
Maternity leave. They don't want to be doing this anymore. They've realised that the next 30 years working in the corporate world is not a lot of fun. It's not so fun and sexy after a while.
Just did 26 classes last week.
Pilates is hard.
Yo, Pilates is mad. I did 26 classes last week. Yeah,
for the abs thing.
So I definitely work. I work a lot, actually.
No. Okay, right.
But, it's good to know.
Now, is there anything you want to ask her before you decide to make your final choice?
No children?
No children.
Oh, yo, sweet. We're good here. Oh, yo, we're good here, fam.
Could have asked her the relationship with the family, but otherwise, it's a pretty cool dude. She's an alright chick. Like I said, no tattoos, reasonably attractive. Gonna assume decent relationship with her family. And got out of a long-term relationship, which isn't all bad. It's better than saying, I'm a chronic dater.
Okay, let's bring you both here. Cool. Potential of a match. You go this side, you go that side. Where do you, first date options? Do you care where he goes? Do you care where she goes? Like, where do you want to go first date?
For me, I like to be outside a little bit. You know, there's a lot of time for restaurants and all that, but I feel like it's a set venue. You know, I want to go outside. Let's go for a walk. Let's take the dogs out, do all of that, get food.
Yes!
Yeah.
How does that sound to you?
Sounds nice, especially with this.
Yes! Yes! That's what I said in another video. Don't do some fucking restaurant first date style, movies. Yes, out in a public place, maybe approach a cafe, a food truck. Good. That is like a classic example of a first date between two people that seem like they will have quite a bit to talk about and really form a spark because they're already riding the same wavelength. He's shown interest in her, she's shown interest in him. That's it for me. I'm just going to let this contestant segment, this part 4, contestant 4 segment roll out. And I'm going to cut it as soon as contestant 5 is about to start. That's it for me. I'm going to close the camera shutter. Thanks for tuning in. Leave a like. Leave any comments and thoughts down below. If you like this sort of footage, well, you got to subscribe just so you get a notification. Otherwise, good luck trying to find my videos. But have a look at some of the previous ones I've done over the last couple of days in relation to topics like this. Okay, thanks for being here, guys. Peace. Take care. Have a good rest of the week.
Nice weather.
Yeah. Oh, she shut up for it. Good on him. Yeah, you know, don't go out spending dates and money and shit on chicks for a first date. What a waste of time. This guy knows the score. He's been out there. He's up. Yeah, I think he's a bit of a Fijian Brycey. You know, Wendell Sailor. You will call him Wendell Sailor. But yeah, he's worked out the score. He goes, I'm not paying any money for you. Let's go for a walk. Maybe get a cheap bite to eat. Get some coffee. That's the way it should be done.
There you have. We have a match. Another match. I'm just
Holy,
love in Australia.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. You're host.
Yes,
right,
sir.
Forward, guys.
The Ram Jam.
How'd they go? Bow. There goes another one. Woo-hoo! I'm that guy, the loud doctor.